Prehistoric art is what has allowed historians to gain a deeper understanding of cultures and peoples dating tens of thousands of years ago when there are no written records to survey. Examining early artworks and utilizing the relatively new methods of stratigraphic geology has provided breakthroughs in the knowledge we have of prehistoric life. Burial rituals, hunting, and spirituality all prove to be prevalent themes for the pieces in this content area. Gaining knowledge of the origins of art provides context for its subsequent development, radiating out from the African peoples in the Stone Age. Number 1. The Apollo 11 Stones. Although the Apollo 11 stones were once thought to be the oldest, the practice of creating art is much older than was once thought. Radiocarbon dating points to its occurrence as early as 100,000 years ago, with a definitive possibility for further discoveries. The development has been speculated to begin as stones ornamented with simple designs and patterning, as well as various personal artifacts. The Apollo 11 stones are the oldest example of figurative art from the continent of Africa, approximately dating back to 25,000 to 25,300 BCE, and the time classified as the Middle Stone Age. Named in honor of the 1969 Apollo 11 landing, German archaeologist W.E. Wendt unearthed the famous set of 7 stones that displayed distinctive markings and animalistic imagery from several layers of sediment and debris. The depictions were done with charcoal, ochre, and white on relatively small slabs that a nomadic group could transport with them. What is truly interesting about these stones is that this art mobilier, which are small, portable prehistoric art, may possibly depict therianthropes, anthropomorphic humans that could transform into other animals. To me, this may point to the beginnings of animism or animatism, the nature-centered faiths that likely predate any of the observed theistic religions in history. The Namibian rock shelter that housed the slabs, located in the Huns Mountains on the southwest coast, was an active hub for human gatherings during the Middle Stone Age. The sophistication of the illustrations points to the cognitive abilities of our ancient ancestors, as there is no doubt that these paintings are depictions of animals. These slabs of brown-gray quartzite have been crucial to the growing understanding of human mannerisms in the Stone Age. Number 2. Great Hall of Bulls. This historic mural from approximately 15,000 to 13,000 BCE in the Valley of Isère in southwestern France is just one of almost 350 similar sites. Humans of this time had no written language and had just begun to rely on representative imagery to communicate non-verbally. Charcoal and ochre were employed by prehistoric peoples to create famous illustrations on white calcite cave walls. Bison, elk, lions, horses, deer, and others are depicted throughout the caves, accompanied by various dots and lines and a humanoid figure thought to be the first depiction of a man in art. Although the animals are seen running in profile, the horns are shown more frontally, evoking what is called twisted perspective. The large scale of the paintings lead many to believe that they were heavily premeditated and possibly even done by specialized artists. A priest named Henri Breuil speculated that these images were used in ritual to help overpower prey, as these people's lives depended on the success of their hunts. Other theories suggest that these images are a form of narratives, to document their hunts for their progeny. No matter, these caves paintings are truly impressive and have helped expand historians' understandings of prehistoric life. 3. Camelid sacrum in the shape of a canine. Likely dating to sometime between 14,000 to 7,000 BCE, this dog-like sculpture was accidentally discovered in Tequixquiac, Mexico in 1870. While working on a drainage project, an engineer found it at a depth of 12 meters where there were once several lakes. The sacrum, the large bone at the base of the spine, has held a sacred spot in the traditions of cultures around the world, such as ancient Egypt. This bone, made from a type of camel, llama, or similar, has visible markings inflicted by man-made instruments to resemble a canine-esque creature. Camelids were held in high esteem by these peoples, as they relied heavily on them for nutrition and other uses, as natives of today's United States did with bison. Scholars speculate that the sculpture may have been used in fertility rituals for the elite class of prehistoric Mesoamericans. The sacrum bone has even been referred to as a resurrection stone, with its high density leading to it being resistant to decay. This piece truly speaks to the efforts made by early humans to make sense of, and even try to influence occurrences that were seemingly out of their control. Number 4. Running Horned Woman. In the Algerian section of the Sahara Desert, a series of cave paintings was discovered in the canyons of Tassili, Niger. Numerous sketches by Camel Corps officer Lieutenant Brennan of the French Foreign Legion prompted many studies of the area. Notably, archaeology Henri Lot was fascinated with the area and stimulated interest by publishing a book about the paintings and bringing some of the engravings into the public eye. Lot is often credited with making African rock paintings famous. A figure discovered by a member of Lot's team and deemed the horned goddess stuck out during an exploration of one of the more secluded portions of the area. The animated figure with her legs in motion is surrounded with other much smaller figures and clouds of grain from a wheat field. Markings on the double-horned woman likely signified scarification, a common practice in African cultures. Combined with the remote location, the female figure is thought to be tied to feminine rituals and signify a sanctuary, suggesting it had divine implications within the community. The topographical elevation alone suggests the importance of the painting, likely being a symbolic representation of hunting and agricultural practice. This goddess was speculated to be derived from the Egyptian goddess Isis, who is associated with agriculture. This conjecture, however, has been challenged by many scholars and mostly disproven, as members of Lot's team have been exposed for manipulating images from the canyons to resemble European influence. Studies on this ethereal figure continue to develop, as well as the significance of the rock shelters as a whole. Number 5. Bushel with ibex motifs. 6,000 years ago, in ancient Susa, located in modern-day Iran, a beaker covered in geometric patterns and figures was created. The piece's creation just predated the rise of Mesopotamian civilizations, with the area later being sometimes politically related to Uruk and Ur. The pot was found within a necropolis, buried with the dead of a group of peoples that inhabited the area for some 5,000 years. An archaeologist made the discovery while searching for the tomb of Daniel from the Bible. The imperfectly cylindrical sculpture is handmade painted clay. A sense of balance is overwhelmingly present, with geometric, linear, and organic motifs in harmony throughout the piece. A very stylized mountain goat is the most prominent figure, below a band of other elongated dogs, tails spun behind them opposite of the goat's horns. At the very top, a series of long-necked birds cap the vessel. Cross-hatching designs are apparent throughout not only this particular piece, but others also from Susa. A lack of record-keeping from this prehistoric creation date leaves the symbolic meanings of both the abstract geometric patterning and the animals depicted up to viewer and scholar interpretation. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. Feel free to check out part 2 on my channel or website that I'll link below. Thanks for watching!